Tell me about medication. Tell me about medication. What's medication supposed to do?
It's supposed to help you.
It's supposed to help you, right?
It's supposed to.
How does that help a person, right? You know, I just got evicted out of a house that I was kidnapped when I was 4 years old with my little cousin who was 3 years old.
Really?
Right. You know? There's no records of it.
Right.
Right? Of course there wouldn't be records of it, right? And then, you know, they tried to kill me in that same house when I was 17 years old. You know that?
Where's that house?
That's Mareston.
Okay. That's right. I think I talked to you
Wonderful
about that.
freaking area. Wonderful area, you know?
You don't want to go back
But you
to
know,
Mastic?
you know, the thing is, with all the friends that I have that are afraid to speak up due to, you know, some of the craziest shit on planet Earth that I've done in my life, which also there's no fucking records of, right? But then the shit that there is actual proof. Like when the squirrel brought me a freaking human foot bone to my front porch, right? And I called the feds. I was like, hey, yo, you know, guess what? You know that story that you think I'm crazy about? There's a fucking human foot bone on my front porch. Come and gather it. They're like, oh no, call the Suffolk County Police Department.
Right.
So they show up and they take the bone. First, they want to throw it in the woods. I'm like, what do you want to do with this? It's like fucking document it, you know?
Right.
But now supposedly there's no documentation for it.
Really?
And now they stop my fucking food stamps. Wolf, you guys, I can't. I fucking can't.
What do you mean, you guys?
Like the whole system. You're a part of the system, of course, right?
Oh, we're the law
You're the
enforcement
law
side of it.
enforcement part of the system. But when the records go missing and there's no records of anything that anybody does, then really what good is that? What good is
Oh,
that?
you're right.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right because I've been right for a long time. You know they tried to make two snuff films out of me when I was a kid. You know that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
Suffolk County. But where's the records of it?
I don't know. That's pretty wild, though.
So have I disturbed anybody or anything? You know?
Today?
No. In general. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think so. I just
You
came
know,
over here to make sure you were good.
I'm good.
I haven't
You
seen
know?
you in a while.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, you were with Officer Brian.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Remember
right.
we talked over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him around. You know, I've seen a couple other
He's been off for a while,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, no matter where you go, you run into assholes. You know?
Of course.
So you try to be less of an asshole, right? Fucking medicines. All of it. It's all bullshit. I look at some of these people and they're like, you know, and they take me, you know, after I left here, after Officer Brian and all you guys, right, you know, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out, like, why are all my people dead, you know, but then I remember, oh, look at that shit, and then I remembered my entire life, you know, but I was remembering that way before, you know. You know, it's like, that's what I mean, you know, what do you do? What do you do? You know, they give you like $800 on SSI, right?
Okay.
What's the typical rent on F in Long Island? 1,600?
At least.
Yeah, so
At
they
least.
fuck you first, right? They fuck you first so they can be like, you know what? He's a fucking drug addict. But when they deal with somebody that ain't a fucking drug addict, then what do? Oh, well, let's stop his food stamps. So this way, he'll have to spend his money on his food, so then he can't get nothing done, so then we can say he's a fuck up. Bullshit, bro. That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit, bro. And all the records that are missing, that's bullshit, bro. So that this way, what? Nobody can ever prove their side of the story, right? You know, I had a DUI, right?
Okay.
A couple of years back, right? You know, before I left the courthouse, they took my freaking Suffolk County state driver's license. Like, I mean, the very first day, like just after I just went there, right?
Okay.
They take away my license the very first day that I'm getting, like, you know, the court date and everything that I have to go back to court, right?
Okay.
So they send me out of the building, even though it says right in the paperwork, they're not allowed to do that. And I say to the judge, I say, yo, you can't do this. I said, yo, you know, you can stamp it. You can put a stamp in it, or, you know, because I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You can put a stamp in it that will make it like halfway invalid, and then you can put 2 stamps in it when it's actually done going through the process. Am I right or wrong? That's usually how it works.
I believe so.
Right. You know, they took my license completely away for some weird reason. And when I said something, they were like, well, we could arrest you again and put you back in jail. I was like, really? Wow, that's awesome. You know, that's really awesome. Yeah. I'm to that point where it's like, you know what? Now my money's about to come again, you know? But like I said, you know, I haven't had no food stamps since almost the 10th of the fucking month, bro. You know what they're trying to give me for food stamps, bro? $66 fucking dollars.
And that's a month?
A month.
That's insane.
$2 fucking dollars a day? Really? Really? Wow. 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 Wow, man. How am I supposed to be not upset, pissed off, or disgusted with that situation?
I don't blame you. That's crazy.
And then whenever you try to do anything, oh, we lost the paperwork. Oh, well, we don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well, you know, we seem to have gotten it to you. What did you do with it? Bullshit.
Where you been staying? You got a place to stay? Or you...
Here and there, you know.
Yeah.
If I can't get nobody on the phone, right, due to, like, you know, classified shit that I shouldn't even be fucking talking about. But since nobody gives a shit, right? I call these people, I call those people. You know, I don't even know if I get these people on the phones when I call them. And these are government agencies, bro. You know, they tried to pull this shit, so I said, you know something? Here, let me just go get my mom, my friend at this point, right? So I said, you know what? Are you gonna pull some shit with me, right? Let's say Lilco, right? Lipa.
Right.
I get into my house a couple years back, right? But this one story is gonna go for a couple different agencies, right? Okay. I move into the freaking place. I get 3 electric bills within a month. I'm like, whoa, something's not right here.
Right.
Okay?
That makes sense.
Yeah, something's not right here. Call them up. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, don't worry, sir. You know, blah, blah, blah. 2 months later goes by. All of a sudden, I get that second month, I get 1 bill. But the 1 bill is $430 fucking dollars. I'm like, whoa, bro. What the fuck is going on here? $430?
That's a lot of money.
Out of an $800 paycheck that I gotta pay rent and everything else? Oh man, this is fucked up, right? I said, you know what? Next month after that. But I said, okay, you know what? Unplug everything. Now I'm sitting in the fucking dark, right? Okay? How do you document that, bro? That the next month, right? When you're a poor person, how do you document what the fuck is going on when you're a poor person, right? So either way, I sit in the dark for a month almost. Next fucking month comes. Guess what my bill was? $430. A month later, $390. A month after that, $500. Not even a month after that. Actually, after the $390 bill,
Right.
2 weeks later, I got a $530 bill. I'm like, holy shit. Now, this is a joke. Brace yourself, okay?
Okay.
I was like, holy shit, I got a freaking fire the naked Chinese workers that are in the basement cutting up the fucking cocaine. Now, I get on the phone with them. I'm speaking to a worker, right? Docket numbers, all this shit you take down.
Right.
They say call back in 2 days, blah, blah, blah. Call back in 2 days. And now I'm just going to skip a few parts of the story, but I'm saying,
Right.
enough phone calls back, they're like, oh, well, we don't know who you spoke to, sir. No, there's no notes. Now, there was notes leading up to certain points, but then there's no notes in the computer. I'm like, how the fuck is there no notes in the computer? Oh, well, we don't know, sir. Maybe you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck this shit. I know this shit. Let me go get my grandmother on the phone. Now let me go get my friend on the phone, right? Because first, it's me and my grandmother. And then they're saying, oh, you spoke to Bob, or you spoke to Jill, or whatever the frick, and here's the case number. We don't know who Bob and Jill is, they say. They don't work for our company. Who did you speak to? Now they're telling that to me and my grandmother. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, let me get another fucking friend on the phone. And this went for 1, 2, 3, different agencies. Cable. Fucking Section 8. LIPA. You know what, man? That doesn't make no sense,
Right. Is there anything I can help you out with today? You want a cup of coffee or something?
Nah, bro. I want to figure out, you know what I'm saying? What to really, really do, And these people, they don't want to freaking help you, bro. They put me, again, in another freaking house. After I left here, they put me in another freaking house.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like, wow, this is the same freaking house.
Where's
and my
that?
cousin was fucking, this was,
I'm Mass again?
no, Gordon Heights.
Okay.
Like Quorum.
Quorum, yeah.
Oh yeah, look, they put this is the house that my cousin was molested in, bro. And I shut down the freaking block. Why? Because of bodies. Come on, man. What do you say to that, man?
I don't know.
So I don't know what to say to that, man.
Right.
And then when somebody sits there and says, that's why I'm sitting here telling you, just as stupid and simple as a freaking phone bill. I had to get 3 people on the phone, and then they tried to convince us that every single person that I got on the phone during the conversation were all fucking crazy. That none of that shit was happening. We never made the phone calls the day before. This went on for almost 2 fucking years, bro.
That's insane.
Right before a whole bunch of shit picks up, right? Right? A lot of rappers, this and that. Now I'm changing the story just so we're clear that, I'm not just, right before a whole bunch of shit picks up and I start to realize a whole lot of shit and I'm saying, wow, I've really been through a whole lot of shit in my fucking life, bro. I made a lot of motherfucking enemies, bro. Where's my money? My real money. Where is any of the money for the real shit that I did that I had no idea what the fuck was going on because I was so little when I did it? You know what? Starts to pick up. Everything just gets swept away. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? Like, I don't know if these guys are reaching out because they, hey, I say, hey, look, man, I can rap, I can do this, blah, blah, blah. Somebody reach out to me. People start reaching out. And then all of a sudden, they're in another spot, somewhere else, and they're gone, bro. So I say, yo, man, this is not normal. Why would they be reaching out? They're not seemingly reaching out in a, they're not seemingly reaching out in a fucking violent way. You know?
Right.
The one kid had a weird way to approach me. And then I'm starting to say, well, if this kid was this and this kid was that, or if this person was, affiliated with this group, and I start remembering all this shit. My friend gets freaking interested because I say, yo, man, I'm like, I swear to God, this shit is too close. And then he starts to say a few things to me, and then we've known, me and my friend Ray passes away, right? Soon after this story that I'm telling you. You know, once this shit starts picking up, Ray's like, holy shit. He's like, you know, like, yeah, he starts to see something not fit right.
Right.
You know, and then he's crossing the road 2 months down the road. He's crossing the road and he gets smacked by a fucking car. Wow. Good time to die, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, my grandmother passes away. Other important people pass away. Some naturally or naturally enough.
Right.
But then, you know, some not so naturally. And I'm asking myself, like, you know, what was it all for, bro? 30 years later, what was it all for?
How old are you now?
40.
40?
Yeah. The year is 2022, and Joe Biden is president. Am I right or wrong?
You're absolutely right. I wasn't asking that.
Yeah.
I want to know how old you are.
Well, I just don't know how to be approached anymore. You know, like I know
I
that
get
there's
it.
things that you guys do, and there's things that other people do in life. You know, and it gets complicated, man.
I just came
You
over
know?
here because I saw you. I haven't seen you in a while. I want to see how you
All
were
right.
doing.
Well, that is fine. You know, it's just I've gotten a lot of negativity.
I'm sure.
And you know, it's like, look, man, I'm not bothering every freaking person.
No, you're not bothering anyone.
You know, but you know what? When they start to starve me out, don't tell me you don't ask for a freaking, just like you offered me a cup of coffee just now. But I'm not hungry. You know?
You're not?
No. I ate the other day, man. You know? And it was a good meal.
Buy a bagel or something. Cup of coffee.
But that's what it is, man. It's like the stuff that's in place for people. What fucking good is this? What good is the shit that's in place for people, bro? And the LIPA thing, see that's what I'm saying. It's like when cable started with their shit,
right.
I was like, you know something? And then I started to remember some other classified shit that I shouldn't talk about. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I didn't understand it then. And then the more I started to try to figure it out and understand it, I'm like, wow, bro. I'm like, you know what? Just stop, because nobody wants World War III. Nobody wants it.
That's for sure.
And if they do want it, then yo, good luck. Because you know what? You've seen the movie 300. Look at China, bro. Yeah, there's nothing like that. Russia, whatever's going on with Russia, whatever's going on with these people, whatever's going on with those people. America is surrounded by countries that are pissed off that supposedly America's been the number one power for 200 years, or 100 or 200 years. Wow, bro, that's a lot of pissed off people. 7 billion people? What do we got in our country? 1.2, not 1 point, I think it's 1.8. Something like that. It's 1.3, yeah, it's 1.3 billion people in our country. That's crazy numbers when you add the rest of the world saying, you know what? There's land here. That's what America's got. We've got land, you know?
It's true.
And we never developed it. Why did we never develop the land? Do you know?
I don't know why.
It goes back, from what I understand, from what I've seen in my life, it goes back to a math problem where a country lent us a lot of money, and then because of a math mistake, they wanted the money back. And not everybody could give the money back. So then they tried to charge a crazy interest rate. But this is all stuff that you're not going to find in regular documentation. So then what did we do? Well, we tried to funnel the money into our people, right? By doing road work. And we've been doing road work for the past 30-something years. Instead of building great infrastructure, we've been doing road work for the past 30 years. All because of a math mistake where a country lent us money. And at this point, that's probably water under the bridge.
Probably.
You'll never even know about that.
Yeah.
So that's like the secret American history that's not written. It starts wars, man. But you know what? Then again, it's like, what doesn't start a war, bro? Women start wars.
True.
You know?
Very true. All right, yeah.
Am I copacetic though enough, officer?
Absolutely.
That's why I'm saying it's like I've gotten these dirty looks at them.
No, man. Like I said, I came over here to make sure because it's cold out today. I want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, it is freaking. It was cold last night too.
Hopefully this is the next 2 days. Hopefully after this it'll be.
It gets
Up in
warm
the
and then
60s.
it gets like,
Drops.
I just the heavy stuff in my mind is real. Okay? Obviously, it's not like I'm choosing to be homeless. Obviously, at least some of my finances, that a little bit of finance, because there's no fucking way. $800 something. Well, now I think because of this whole upgrading, I get $900. What the fuck is $900 when you gotta pay at least one type of a bill, a rent bill, and a phone bill? What the fuck is left?
Right.
And then if they take your damn... Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're trying to get somebody's attention over here.
All right, let me run in.
Yeah, right, man.
You sure you're good? You don't want a cup of coffee or anything?
No.
All right. You be around today? Are you gonna
Yeah,
eat?
yeah.
All right. Well, if I see you later.
Hey, what's your name?
Chris.
Chris. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'll tell Officer Brian. He'll be back next week. So vacation.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's like I'm not even trying, man. If people are wigged out by me being around, bro, I ain't no threat to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't leave you calls. Like I said, I saw you. I haven't seen you in a while. I want to come see how you're doing.
All right. But hey, man, if there's a problem, I'd let you know. Because I've thought of calling this, but what do I, like, that's only like that. All that stuff I just went into is just a fingernail, bro. It's a fingernail of insanity that's not insane because you know what? It's like, what are you gonna say? My grandmother passing away at a weirdly awkward time is fake. You know what I'm saying? But they tried. People have tried. I'm just like, please go away. Please go away. My people are gone. I can't hug them no more. Please go away. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Stay warm, all right?
Yeah. Thank you. You too. All right, Chris. Friendly, not what seems, whatever,